Good morning. I'd like to discuss about the signable money today to extend our discussion into a theme of Cyborg Think as the feces standard money newly designed based on digital technology is digital money to be able to connect this one into Cyborg Think themes under this the class of a Cyborg Think. This is the class of a CSA. So there is a similarity between existing money, such as the US dollar and Korean won, and feces standard money. Both are signed to be used in an economic system to transport the value as a figure, as a sign. So there are the difference in definition, difference in the standard of value, unit of account. Existing money has a standard of value at the money itself and credit long time ago, gold. But feces standard money has a unit of account at a certain amount of our human waste. By instead of flushing our waste into the toilet, through a soil system finally into a wastewater treatment plant, by converting those waste into bioenergy and the fertilizer, we can imagine a certain amount of value out of this the feces per day produced by one person. And we have the bioenergy such as methane, and then we calculate a certain value. We save the water, and we may bring a certain amount of value into this saved water. And we have a fertilizer as well with the value. Combined this value, we put 10 goul. The goul is a unit of account of feces standard money. And then we have a new value of this one. And based on this, with this, the standard of value, with the unit of 10 goul, we can place the different prices to the various products and services to be transacted under our economic system. And why we bring this the new standard of value with the feces standard money? Existing money has the standard of value. Based on this standard of value, we created the other value and sometimes inflated the value and to bring a lot of problems such as inequality and discriminations in wealth, so distribution of wealth. And sometimes we would like to use this, the money, existing money, to solve a lot of a problem behind our society. For example, even climate crisis. So we've been trying to solve a problem with the concept of money, but I think we came to a complete failure because we used this standard of value based on money, based on credit, sometimes swollen and burbled the value of existing money. That's why I would like to bring a different value, different standard of value to bring a different order. Okay, so we have about 20 franchise. So in Guyong Village, Ulsan, Korea. So we ask the manager of a cafeteria and restaurant to place different prices based on our standard of value, which is 10 goul, is the kind of a standard, and to place different prices to the cup of coffee and food. Some manager of a cafeteria places 1 goul, only 1 goul, and 5 goul, sometimes 100 goul, with a wide range of prices. So based on the standard of value, which is 10 groups. So they imagine different value. They would like to bring different value to the human excretions and a subsequent value produced based on those excretions by converting those excretions into bioenergy and the fertilizer. So, even without compromising an agreement with this value, then we can form new order of our society, the based on economic systems. So then we can think about the shift in paradigm of our value system along with the economic system. So that's the main purpose of using the sign of money, which is a standard money. Then of course we have community activity. So if you go to the local community, so where they use the different money called the ledger systems, the local exchange trading system. So they have especially designed the local money to be used within community boundaries. So, but they designate a certain value, the standard of value, or certain prices to the specific product, specific the services within their community to prevent the flow of their prices, their values out of their boundary into other area, for example, metropolitan cities. So in order to preserve the value inside their boundary. So I respect their activity, their spirit, and their philosophy to preserve their local value. But we have a different the philosophy, different methodological approach between fSM and the ledger systems. So we don't. So I mean, the feces standard money does not designate a certain value to a specific product and services. So we would like to design instead sign in general to transport the value by referring to certain values. But the ledger system actually indicates a certain value, but fSM, feces standard money, based on newly formed standard of value and unit of account, refer to a certain meaningful product, meaningful activity, meaningful services. That's the big difference between the ledger systems, existing money, and feces standard money. Okay, so we also would like to design our feces standard money in natural way. Why? So existing money actually sometimes stuck. So people, the people would like to store and save the money as much as possible. So they would like to store to prepare for the future. Sometimes to get the profit out of the money itself. So they would like to invest this money into the different money as capital. So, but this is good. That this is actually the being as a sign in the nature. Of course, money as maybe one part of nature, but specifically, I understand we already discussed money maybe the being in the environment, actually act as a being in environment under different systems. So we have an event of transactions with a specific product and services. Money play a role to deliver the value in different way under different environments. So this, as we understand that this existing money, even the ledger system money as a being in the environment. But, so we already discussed, so we can bring the being and the being in environment back to being in nature, right? So to achieve emptiness and to get a certain potential to extend this one to different situation. So that's the being's definitions, being in definitions. But existing money is very difficult to return to where it started, because they have a certain systematic the connection, systematic relations. Okay, but if this is a standard money, we would like to design those in a natural way. So without any noticing, without any transactions, without any activity in economic systems, so the money of this is standard money disappear in natural way, like apple in nature, like organisms in soil. So they disappear. So they grow and they disappear. So we put the natural the principle into our physics standard money. They disappear by 7% per day. When you get the certain amount of physics standard money from your activity, from your basic income, disappear almost. Everything is a disappear after about 1 month. That's a natural way, I believe. So why doing this one? Why intentionally sometimes artificially design our physics standard money with this the natural instinct, the natural character, is that we would like to bring artificially design the money system into a natural system, into nature. Okay, that's the why. So we would like to make a physics standard money as the being in nature, together with the being in the environment. Okay, so physics standard money, once again, the being in the digital world. So the digital society. So with this sign of a digitalized the money, so we can think, we can sense, because we use this sign to communicate in digital way on the economic system. Even other system, we use this sign to share our value, to donate, to give a present in the unit of physics standard money. So with this one, we can sense our object from environment against the systems. We can think in digital way as a cyborg, if you accept we are part of a cyborg. And then we can design the world with a newly formed order. So that's the intentions of our inventing physics standard money in digital way with a new digital order. So otherwise, of course, we accept our existing situation, existing system surrounded by environment. But we have a problem once again. So including climate crisis, inequality problems, discriminations. So a lot of different the problem we are facing, and very difficult to solve it. So with our existing systems. That's why we bring the new sign of money to be utilized in digital way, of course in natural way. Okay. Otherwise, we have to use existing money. With the fSM as a cyborg, we sense, we think in digital way to solve our existing money. accepting we are part of nature, part of a system, part of a society. So fSM is new money for the new society. This is the message to be delivered in this topic today. So once again, if you have any questions, the comment to this discussion with the topic of the feces standard money, and feel free to contact with me through email, and you can drop by my office anytime. Okay, thank you for attention. Thank you for having me in this the topic.